her mother, she actually went with me to turn myself in.
It's a huge impact when your mom goes to jail. It can cause them to not be able to learn as well in school. They worry all the time about their parents. So it's that mixture of worry and anger.
My mom, she had Denise. They didn't let her in. They did let her in the court. She went in with me. When I saw her, I opened my arms so I could hold her, and she didn't want to. She denied me. She was just turning away. She didn't wanna hold me no more. So that really got me sad. It was a couple days I was gone, and she didn't want to anymore. My mom would tell me that she would wake up at night crying, yelling, "Mama."
I think women who are incarcerated have an extra sense of that shame and guilt. They're letting down often, people other than themselves. Risk factors that come along with that: substance abuse, limited employment, limited access to health care, much more likely to become involved in criminal behavior.
There are high rates of poverty. A lot of these women are doing things just to survive, just to support families, and they get caught, and then they get wrapped up in the criminal justice system. We see these cycles of abuse and violence that the women have endured that sort of influence very unhealthy behaviors later in life, unhealthy relationships. Nonviolent, low-level offenses, things like petty theft, forgery, what we call crimes of survival.
The most prominent crimes are going to have to be drug-related crimes, and that could vary from a number of different charges.
Just one boyfriend that he got you into it. From there, you start being in the streets, selling drugs, being in drugs, stealing stuff, breaking into homes. You'll do anything for that guy. You think you're in love.
I call the courts the new social safety net because folks get sent to me to get sent to drug treatment and mental health treatment and parenting and domestic violence interventions.
Yeah, there's programs for the women in jail. However, a lot of women in jail they're not all eligible for these programs.
We have our family wellness courts. First Five does a lot of partnering with the courts.
It's obvious that these programs are not always successful. Also, a lot of budget cuts in the county, city, pretty much statewide, but these budget cuts have limited the staffing in the jails. So it kind of results in program hours being reduced or not enough officers to run these programs, so then that kind of cuts into the inmates' programs.
Much less expensive to put somebody in job training than it is to re-incarcerate them for a year.
So are we doing enough? I don't know if we're doing enough, but I know that we do as much as we can think of doing.
Her to go to college and do what I didn't do. Both my daughters, I want the best for them.
Ella se ha puesto color en las pestañas, hoy le gusta su sonrisa, no se siente una extraña, hoy sueña lo que quiere, sin preocuparse por nada, hoy es una mujer que se da cuenta de su alma, hoy vas a descubrir que el mundo es